Tasin here, and today I will be reviewing a really popular series of Netflix. In this review, I will reveal how this series became this popular and so much more. So without a further ado, let's get right into the video. The series I'm going to review today is none other than Squid Game, and you probably just figured it out by my background. Squid Game is a very popular Korean series that has once been first, and I mean first, in Netflix most watched. Squid Game is a South Korean series that has been directed, written, and created by one singular person called Hwang Dong-hyuk. Director and creator Hwang got this idea of Squid Game from his own economical struggles in South Korea. Do you know when he wrote this story? He wrote this story in about 2009. But the problem was, he couldn't even find a production company to make his movie until Netflix took a look at it at 2019. This series starts off with 456 players who are going to compete in 6 deadly children games for 45600 million won. They are all in a ton of financial debt. The title of this series actually revolves around a South Korean children's game called Squid Game. The reason it's even called Squid Game is because its court is actually shaped like a squid. Why would they even participate in this game, you might ask? And the reason is because they're in a ton of financial debt and economically struggling in South Korea. So they don't really have much of a choice but to join this game just to get all of that money. 45.6 billion won. Each player, starting with 456 players, will participate in the first game, and the people who will break the rules of that game will be shot dead. And each time a player dies, total prize money will go up by 100 million won. An interesting thing is that sometimes the players are given weapons to fight each other off. At some point of the games, the VIPs arrive to watch the people compete in these games. And fun fact, they love to see people die and fight off each other. And for some reason, they pay Squid Games to watch the people die. Now, I will talk about the ranks of the people who are actually in Squid Game. So, the first one is quite pretty obvious. It's the players. And the players wear this type of green and white uniform. These players will participate in the 6 games that I have talked about previously. Next, I will talk about the soldiers. So, the common thing about the soldiers are that they wear these pink jumper suits and masks. And on their masks, you can see a shape. And these shapes depends on what their rank is. So, first of all, from the lowest rank, we have these circle guards. These circle guards have the most responsibility. They don't do any talking and mostly do hard work and laboring tasks. Like, for example, they give out the food for players and they take the eliminated players and put them in the incinerator. You know how some soldiers shoot players who have been eliminated? These are the work for the triangle guards. These guards mostly kill the people and are allowed to sometimes talk with the players. Next, we have the square guards. These square guards are like the commanders of the triangle and circle guards. They mostly talk with the players and tell them what to do and what not to do. Now it's time to reveal the boss of these games. The boss of this game is known as the frontman. He wears a black suit and a black mask. The frontman controls all of the square guards and tells them when to start the game, when to stop the game, when to start fire, and etc. Now, I'm going to introduce you to the main character of this series. His name is Sung Gi-hoon, who lives in South Korea, and he is a divorced father who lives with his mother. Sung Gi-hoon is a gambling addict who lost all of his money, and is in financial debt. A lot of financial debt. Then he was given an offer to participate in Squid Games and get a prize money of 600 million won. Accepting this offer to participate in the Squid Games, he was then unconsciously taken to an unknown place where, when he woke up, he was surrounded by 455 other players who were also in deep financial trouble. The players were always watched by the pink soldiers and the frontman who was overseeing the games. The players soon discovered in the first game that whenever they lose, they are shot. And the prize money, as mentioned before, goes up by 100 million won every time a player dies. Gi-hun then allies with his childhood friend Cho Sang-woo and other people that he met during the games. One suspicious thing is that player 001 isn't just any ordinary character in the games. Player 001 in Season 1 was actually the game creator. His name was Oh Il-nam and he was extremely old. No one suspected a single thing about him until he revealed the truth to Gi-hun after he won the Squid Games and got the total prize money of 45.6 billion won. In Season 1 and 2, the first game was red light, green light, and this is how it looked.
Green light. Red light.
You see, there are these walls over here, and the sky is open, and after the game is over, it closes. All the players are required to cross the finish line before the 5-minute playtime of their game. So in red light, green light, you see that doll over there? That doll will shout out red light or green light. Whenever it says green light, the players are allowed to move as fast as they want to. But when it shouts out red light, that time the players are required to stop. But if their motion is detected afterwards by the motion sensors on the doll's eyes, then the player will get shot by the shooters in the walls. The second game of Season 1 is Dalgona. And Dalgona is a South Korean game where there is a honeycomb with a shape just barely cut off. You have to use a needle provided and then cut out the shape without breaking it. If you break it, then you will be eliminated. The third game of Season 1 is called Tug of War, and of course you should have heard about it. The game consists of 10 players in each team in Squid Game, which there is a rope with a flag in the middle, and when the flag goes to a team's side, then the blade in the middle will cut off the rope and the eliminated team will fall down to their doom. The fourth game of Season 1 is Marbles. Well, it's not really a type of game. The players are actually partnered with another player and was not aware that they would be playing against their partner. So most people who thought they would be playing as a team were kind of doomed. The fifth game of Season 1 is Glass Stepping Stones. The final game of Season 1 is the real Squid Game. The Squid Game, as I've mentioned before, looks like a squid-shaped court. As you can see here, it's like a squid. So the players are divided into two teams, the defense and the offense. In Season 2, Gi-hun tries to take revenge on Squid Game using the own money that they gave him as a prize. He contacts the frontman and after that decides to play in the games again and tries to save all of the people to quitting the game. The series of Squid Game was actually made by Netflix. Now I will give you an idea about the costing and earning of this series. Netflix had originally a budget of $21.4 million for the first season of Squid Game. And did you know how much it cost for each of the episodes of season 1? It actually costed around $2.4 million per episode. It was a huge success for Netflix because it had an estimated $900 million of income for Netflix. So guys, this is the end of my review of Squid Game. I hope you really enjoyed it as much as I did. And what we're really waiting for right now is the release of season 3, where we can find out what happens to Gi-hun and the following players that have survived. And thank you guys for watching my review on Squid Game, and I really recommend to watch Squid Game because I really enjoyed both of these seasons. So yeah, I will meet you later with the 3rd season of Squid Game, and bye for now.